What's going on, everybody? Fellow humans and resellers, it is I, James. ReadOptionAgency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. And welcome to the most boringest video on YouTube. Selling common everyday items that you can find pretty much anywhere. Bins, yard sales, your closet. All right, how did yesterday turn out? Let's see. So yesterday we made it up to $816. That's good. Today, still going strong. We are at 9:30 a.m. You know, I like to be at 150 to 250 by 10 a.m. So at 9:30, we are at $231. So spot on there. So hopefully we'll have a nice little typical weekend sales with no eBay issues. So let's see what the last, so this is Friday, so let's do an update. Let's see, last 7 days. We're going to go into here. Custom. So we'll do the 1st through the 7th. So it won't be counting a full day today, since we just started the day. Maybe I'll do Friday through Friday, since we're not technically on a full day. So we get 7 days. So 7 days of sales. We've got $1,700. What? No, okay. I was going to say that's wrong. That's not right. All right. There we go. Generate report. Wait a minute. That's like 2 days. All right. So this week, I am down. That's because there some issues that seem to have started reoccurring, you know, again. I got kicked out of that nice little 5-day window I was in that had nice, smooth runnings. So these 7 days were only at about $6,000, down 8.9%. And it has a lot to do with those 5 days that everything was beautiful. 398 items sold. That's basically the same as the week before. My average sale price is down. I knew it would be. We're at $15. So back where I normally am and when I run my normal sales and what have you. So one-time buyers down 5.8%. Repeat buyers up 133%. So, number one category, like always, is hats. So in 7 days, I've done $1,600 in hats. Second category is cassette tapes. Did $643 in cassette tapes. And third, coming out of the blue because 'tis the season, is sports memorabilia, because of the Cardinal baseball hats and shirts. Did $567 in sports, and the majority of that's Cardinal related. Number 4 on the list is CDs at $565. And coming in 5th place, I think it has a lot to do with that big 45 lot offer I had, is vinyl. Coming in at $290. Because that was like $130 or something by itself. So that's our top 5 items being sold this past week. They're all up except for CDs. CDs are down 32.6%. But the Cardinal, the sports memorabilia is up 177%. So vinyl records up 99%. Cassettes up 27% and hats up 18%. So it's good to see the hats up. Man, don't tickle in my throat, sinuses. So not bad at all. So $6,000 in 7 days. I like to be 7 in 7 days, but hopefully we'll get back there once everything's running smoothly again. So we will see. So let's get this stuff out of here. So Adrian didn't ship this yesterday. It's that fedora hat. Headed to England. Sold for $9.50. Well, this is really tickling my throat. Just trying to suppress the coughing. And I don't mean the thing you lay in when you die. Just started too. I was fine on the pulling video. Feel like I just got freaking a rainfall going down my throat right now. Just tickling the crap out of me. All right. I have to run up and grab some water. This is 10 by 8 by 4. 8.6. What was the value of that? 44. I'm going to have to. This ain't going to stop. Better now than while I was sleeping, at least. I'm gonna go grab something to drink. It's not going to stop it, though. My sinuses are just draining like crazy all of a sudden. Guess that's good. It's getting out of my head, at least. All right, we got a No Boundaries 114 disc carrying case, sold for 18 bucks, headed to Bell, California. We got a lot of international. So we got 1, 2, 3. Looks like Canada's back on the board. We got 3 Canadian orders, 1 Australia, 2 Germany, 1 Denmark. Good to see. That should tell me I should have a great sales day, as long as something doesn't clog it up in the middle of the day. It kind of shows you the night I had, so got to have those international sales overnight to really have that killer overnight where I get 250 plus. All right, Bonehead Outfitters hat, Headed up to Canada. Sold for $6. Bonehead. I need to come up with like a unique thumbnail and title thing, so when on days like today where I don't feel like having, I don't think anything's inspiring me, that I just have like something to jump to. Maybe I could do this. Maybe selling naked babies could be my thumbnail. Here we go. Make a nice little thumbnail pic. Maybe I'll use that. Maybe you should just be goofy like you like to be, James. Selling naked babies. I'm selling your baby a naked baby. All right. So I just did that one, right? The bonehead. Yes. I'll file that away. I'll sell naked babies. I just gave it away, but that's all right. I'll do that one next. Going to Canada. 25th anniversary of the Cabbage Patch Kid. Hi. Hi. How are you? You want to see my tattoo? Going up to Canada, sold for $20. Let's get you into a box. You should fit in here. If I fold you up all Houdini-like. Houdini, baby. Alrighty, Cabbage Patch Kid, the Cabbage Patch Kid. Let's just go box 10 by 8 by 4, 1, 2, 1. Used baby doll toy. Also, look at this. Those kind of thumbnails don't get the best impressions. So if you're watching this video, hit that like button. That'll help it. Or just leave a little comment. Then I could do more of my goofy thumbnails. And not feel pressured I have to come up with something to try to get views. Alright, next up we've got Carhartt. Put up not too long ago. Everybody knows about Carhartt, so. Sold for $9, headed to Kissimmee, Florida. Let me see if I can find a little topic inspiration. 6.2. Jan did go to the bins yesterday. I'm like, the only time we're going this month, so you better enjoy it. So she went over there and spent $242. She was over there 2.5 hours. I'm like, good Lord. But she enjoyed it on her day off. So we've got a Red Hat Society purple wool hat, sold for $9.50, headed to San Antonio, Texas. The only way you can go back later this month is if eBay is acting right and we're back up to like $900 days every day. Then you can go back. Until then, I need to list and list and list and list. So 9. I've come to the reality, though, that my channel will never reach, like, superstar status, which I'm okay with. Since I'm just going to try to find a way to keep it at a certain value in slow climbs, you know. We got a TDK blank tape, sold for $377, headed to Chicago, Illinois. Because like my subscriber count stays about the same, about 350-ish a month. But for me, it's kind of more about trying to keep that dollar value at like $1,000 a month. However you got to do it, find a way to you know, if you do less videos, then you got to try to be more creative with a thumbnail so it gets more views. If you do more videos, then you can just do whatever type of thumbnails. So it's kind of like just trying to find that balance to keep at the same pace every day. We got the Bill Harris vinyl, sold for $630, headed to Springfield, Massachusetts. There's not many people want to see boring items. There's some offers and sales coming in at least. 2 offers set. I'm having a good morning. I'll take it. Take it away. Take it away. $15.7. We got a women's Ralph Lauren button-up, snap shirt. Sold for $10. Headed to Marco Island, Florida. You're really in my life. You're the inspiration. Let me go out onto YouTube and see if anything sparks my curiosity. Paul's been pumping out the videos, hasn't he? Philly Flipper. Commonwealth Picker's like a master at just the thumbnail wording and such. It always makes, as much as I want to fight clicking it out, like, I want to click that. I want to click it. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. But I don't really watch. When I get, I don't click on too many videos because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I'd never get nothing done, right? But his videos make me want to click them. And I'm like, no, James, do work. And they're pretty simple. So maybe I need to take inspiration from his thumbnails for mine. Not much. YouTube's been throwing a lot of just different stuff on my thing that I really have no interest in. All right, next up, United Grain Corporation, but that's a good thing, I guess, because then I don't go clicking stuff. So hat sold for $9.50, headed to La Jolla, California. Okay, Sacred Spirits CD, sold for $3.77, headed to Richmond, Washington. Somebody asked me yesterday that, or because my inspiration for my thumbnails yesterday was the negative stuff that some person came after me with. If it don't bother you, why is your tide on your thumbnail saying as such? And I'm like, that's what I used for my inspiration that day, to, you know, kind of just benefiting from the negative and trying to turn it into like a positive, like getting clicks, because, you know, we know negative stuff on YouTube does the best for people who don't commonly watch your videos. So pretty much just used it to my advantage, and it was something different. I could use the Walmart logo, and people were like, what is he talking about Walmart for? So I was kind of using it to an advantage to try to and I didn't have to really sit there and think for a minute to try to just come up with something common and simple for the title or the thumbnail. So it was actually kind of a refreshing thing for me to use that as the inspiration for the video. So yeah, it don't bother me, but the fact that I was able to use it was kind of a beneficial thing for me. So unlike days today, nothing negative happened that I know of overnight. I didn't go through and check all the messages and stuff, but so I have no negative or no, I won't say negative, just no situational inspiration. That's what I'll put. Instead of negative, it's more inspirational or situational inspirational. Yeah. So I have to create my own situational for inspiration for this video. So number one was the Cabbage Patch Kid, which is kind of, if I can't think of nothing, will be the fallback piece. Or do I take a few minutes and try to come up with a, like I was saying, just something I can use every time just to deal with a nice way of wording simple items, making money off of simple items, common everyday items you can find. And I've used those terms and stuff before, but it doesn't really generate into the algorithm of YouTube. So trying to find that, just that common thing I can use consistently that will always give it that little extra boost. And some days when I don't feel like thinking about it, I just put up generic whatevers. So, but this would be a nice thing to come up with that days I don't feel like thinking about it. At least I have something to fall back on. Cardinal shirt, headed to Canada, sold for $10.15. I've been trying to find why did I say that twice? Inspiration from non-resale videos. Another sale. The best way to grow your channel is outside the small resale bubble, you know. But I haven't found that little niche yet. Shirt, $10. Cardinals. Oops. Why did it go there? Or sometimes not even, doesn't really even take the niche. It takes the title and that thumbnail to really get it boosted, you know. And I'm talking like my vague little experience I have with the YouTube world and the algorithms and stuff. So everything I'm saying could be totally wrong. It's just kind of the way I'm like viewing it right now, with a little bit of knowledge that I do have and from what the little bits I have seen. So that's why I'm always trying to, every day I just kind of just page, and then I'll just do like a random search of something on YouTube to see how many videos say that and how is it interacting and things like that. So I'm always trying to take in new information, processing new things I see to try to better my situation. The Saints Prodigal Son cassette, headed to Australia, sold for $3.33. But I think the main thing starts with you guys liking the video and saying stuff on it. So I do appreciate all that, for sure. Because without that, it really doesn't go anywhere. All right, $3 cassette to Australia. And this ain't something I obsess over. It's just like when I'm making the thumbnail type of thing. Like I said, that's not my money-making gig. This is all bonus stuff, so I don't spend too much time thinking about it. It's usually just a short window when I'm making thumbnails for the day. And then it's back to eBay thoughts. I'm sure if I did a lot of time and focused on it, I could probably be better at figuring it out. It just hasn't really been worth my time to invest into it yet. Maybe one day I'll take some time just to... I think it takes more than just a day, so that's the main reason, I think. So, Marked for Death soundtrack cassette, headed to Germany, sold for $6. Kind of like when you watch those Mr. Beast videos where he says he and a couple of other people would obsess over it daily and try to figure out how what it takes to pop the algorithm. Like, I don't have that kind of time to invest into it. Alrighty. Somebody closed my code window. Now, I always forget what it's called. There it is. Harmonization code for cassette. Because you can tell lately I haven't put a lot of thought into the videos because my views are way down. On the ones that I do put more time and thought into, I seem to get to like 1,000, 1,100 a lot quicker. Like the two I put up yesterday, I'm just now hitting 1,000 on the one, and I think I'm just under 1,000 on the other one. The ones I put more thought into, I usually hit the 1,000 before the end of the day. Not that that's bad, I can tell the difference. So, Nautica Performance T. Headed to Orange, California, sold for $9.50. When I was looking at tech and sports stuff, and he sells stuff like this, but the discounts he gives are like, it seems like it's just discounts on top of discounts. And I'm curious to know what he buys his items for and what he's got invested in each item, because it don't seem like he's making a lot per item. But he's doing volume, obviously. But like I sold this one for $9.50 with his discounts and stuff. I think something like this, he would, after all the discounts, he'd probably be getting like $6 out of it if he has $1 into it, plus the eBay fees. I don't think he's making a lot of profit, you know, per item per se. But I don't know his numbers, so I'm just speculating from the outside looking in on that. But it is the number games too, so when you have more volume, because an item like that takes more time, a little bit more time invested into it to list it and what have you than, say, a CD, you know. You got the more pictures, takes a little bit longer, a tad bit longer to, well, a lot longer to take a picture of than a CD. A CD is boom, boom, whereas a shirt, you're boom, boom, boom. Depending on how quick you are, you're probably like 10 times in the amount of time per item compared to CD and shirt, at least for me. So depending on how his system is another story, you know. So. All right, we got Cardinals visor sold for $9, headed to Purdy, Missouri. Plus, I think I heard Marcus, I think, say once he's got like 5 employees. So he can't be, he must have some other income. I guess he's got the YouTube income to balance to make it worth the while. Because I don't think, if he's only doing eBay with 5 employees, even with the volume, I don't think he's making more than I am. Like take-home wise, at least. You got a lot more overhead, but I'm just speculating with lack of information, so don't listen to me. Operating costs. That's it. Not just overhead, but operating cost. Got a Cardinals hat. Sold for $7. Headed to Bismarck, Illinois. I don't have to put too much thought into them unless I'm thinking of them while I'm talking, because I concentrate more on myself than anybody else. But what I do look at is like, it almost feels like a fake it to make it type of feel. And I don't say that in a negative way. I say it's doing, you're getting very little over here / eBay to benefit over here on YouTube. If that makes sense. That's not saying something negative. That's just, if that's part of the business plan or the game plan, then it works perfectly, you know. Almost like the people who can go out and spend $10,000 to do something outrageous, to have a video go viral and make $10,000. That type of thing. Like if I knew I could make, like, say, let's just say I can put out a video that would make $1,000. I could go, okay, how can I take $1,000 and do something outrageous to make that video earn me $1,000+? That's what I feel the tech and sports thing is, which ain't a bad thing. It's, if it's YouTube is part of the, like I said, the game plan, so business plan. But I don't see the eBay working very well without the YouTube. And these are just, like I said, based on outside looking in and my knowledge. My limited knowledge of the information I have for the whole situation. So. All right, Oshkosh 2014 hat. Headed to Fort Wayne, Indiana, sold for $13.50. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because I'm processing all this stuff. That's just another thing I use when I try to process thoughts on how to get my videos bigger. So that's why that's entered my head. What's next? Let's see. Because then you see things like, what's his name? Like I talked about before, Diesel, Dave, and what have you, Heavy D, when they do their videos. Because their videos will be a $10,000 video. So he can go out and buy a truckload of merchandise for $6,000 and not worry about if he's going to lose money on it, because he knows his video is going to make $10,000. So that's the comparison I'm trying to get at here. Is what you can do over here generates the money. more so over here. So I've been playing with that idea and that thought process a lot in my head. And it's not something I'm willing to take a chance on. But what I do like, and I do something similar in a way, that I finally figured out because I think like this. I try to analyze everybody. But what I've kind of figured out is if I do the little short videos of listing to 80,000 items, that right there kind of gets more clicks just because people will see like 80,000 items on eBay. Wow, what's that? That kind of generates interest. And then when I show the simple items, if I only show like 1 or 2 bags of bin stuff, the video will generate almost enough. Actually, probably generates just about enough to pay for that actual bag of merchandise. So if I show a video with 2 bags of hats, that video will make enough to pay for those hats and then some. Because the one video I did of Jan, the biggest one has made $20 so far, $21. And just those 3 bags or whatever that she's shown in that video, that's pretty much what it would have cost for those items. So that's where I've kind of took a step in that direction of figuring out how to cross over one from another. But of course, I'm never going to let eBay suffer for the benefit of YouTube. A Sunner golf hat, Germany. Going to Germany, sold for $10.50. Because I'm already ahead over here. So I don't want to lower the ahead over here or slow it down to rise over here. I want to keep rising over here and keep rising over here at the same time. Bring them both up to, together, if you will. So that's where my game plan is with YouTube, and what I'm trying to do is to rise my YouTube with the momentum of rising the eBay. So like the $80,000, let's get to 80,000 listings type of thing. So that's the route I've been trying to take right now and experimenting with. Germany, $10. While not trying to get away too much from why you guys watch the videos. So, to pick up knowledge. I don't want to forget that. Even though the knowledge you're probably picking up from this video is nothing. It's more my thoughts. Because there ain't no really super duper things that sold. But still, I made decent money overnight doing it though. So. So if I had more time to invest in thinking about it, I could probably do better quicker. There's one thing that I know that's perfectly clear. You never grow out of fear. You never grow out of fear. I love that Soul Asylum album, Grave Dancers Reunion. There's one thing that I know is perfectly clear. Mullins Salvage. Headed to Denmark, sold for $9.44. So now you've heard where my head is at trying to process the stage I'm in processing building the YouTube thing. $9. Oh, it might already be saved there. Yep. There's one thing that I know that's perfect. And like I said before, I could easily go on these bigger YouTube. I've had several bigger YouTubers reach out to me to be on their lives or whatever. And I don't know. After the one I did and how it's turned out, I really have no ambition to go on anybody's live anymore. But also, the ones, a couple of them that have reached out also sell to their watchers information. I am not a fan of that at all. So I don't want to promote myself on a channel that charges people for information. You know, it's not going to happen. It's just not. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going down that road. History Channel hat sold for $9.50, headed to Centerville, Virginia. It's not my thing. It's never going to be my thing. And it's not going to be something I support. Because what I want to do is different, and it's free. It may not be as good or as structured, I should say. I mean, because some of those people take information from me and my channel. So can't say as good, not as structured. But yeah, I could easily go on there and up my subscribers, what, an extra 100, 200 people maybe or something. So, but that's not the route I'm going. That's the easy route in my eyes. That's the sellout route in my eyes. So, CM Punk hat headed to Rhode Island, sold for $6. So I'm not down to anybody who does go on those channels. That's their thing, and that's the way they want to do their thing, which is cool. It's just not my thing. I don't look down upon nobody who does that. I don't look down upon nobody who pays for the stuff. Hell, I don't even really look down on the people who do it. It's just not my thing. Not something I believe in. So, there's plenty of room for it all. Plenty of room. It's a big old world out there. And there's plenty of room for everybody. And there's a million ways to do things. And a million ways to make a dollar. We've got some Levi's women's jeggings. Sold for $11. Headed to Narville, Florida. I don't try to look down upon nobody unless you're impeding on somebody, right? I look down on the people who take information from me and don't give me credit for it, or who will copy my video almost exactly, thumbnail, title, and all, and not give me damn credit for it. Those are the people I look down upon. the ones who knowingly are untrustworthy type of people. So the one who's selling you information is not necessarily untrustworthy. It's the people who are stealing the information and you 100% know they're stealing that information that they're selling to other people. Those are the people I have no respect for. And then we got a True Gather order. We got a Kango. So, but that being said, I'm okay with my channel never blowing up. So, because like I said, it's all bonus for me. I'm not like in a desperate situation where I feel like I have to sell out or have to grow the YouTube channel in order for eBay to survive. My eBay is the survivor, you know. It is what makes the money. So, another Cardinal t-shirt. That's why I should have told Jan, make sure she looks for Cardinal stuff yesterday. Because nobody over there really grabs Cardinal stuff. So I should have told her. Grab all the Cardinal stuff you can find. Because I don't think she knows how well it's selling. Never go out of here. Trying to find that, just that unorthodox or different way. Like, because you see people, some people who will get like a viral video, like mine, when it went viral, how to list 200 items in today, it was something relatable to the resellers. So it kind of blew up and blew my channel up a little bit in the reseller community, right? Where you see other people who say like a bearded picker who had a video shared that blew up his subscribers, but yet his video views are still lower because it brought in a lot of the subscribers are not basically a content watcher. You know what I mean? It was more of what they were following that shared his video. They supported that as opposed to supporting the channel individually on the individually videos, if that makes sense. That's what it seems like from the outside looking in. So I'm trying to find that, I guess, that right in between phase where you're going a little bit outside the reseller content, almost like it's almost like, and I probably could do that, is the YouTube or the yard sale videos, which I'm going to start doing this summer when yard sales start up around here. Those type of videos will get that outside reseller view, but it'll also bring in that content watcher because it's interesting. And so I'm trying to find that next step. Since I don't have a majority of yard sale videos, since half the year is cold, and I haven't done one yet, and I'm kind of a little iffy on doing it because of privacies and stuff. So I'm trying to find that, just that thing that maybe mirrors the yard sale videos, right? That could bring in that might interest the watchers outside of the resellers, but will turn into viewers. It's a tough thing to do. It's not easy. And I'm already thinking too much about it today already, but don't really have nothing else to talk about in this video, so why not? So trying to find that. And I see people doing it with the bins where I could go to the bins every day and make a video, and maybe the video will make enough to pay for the bins, but then I've just got a whole buttload of stuff that I can't get to the list, right? I've already got that. So, and those videos don't do as well as the yard sale ones. They do okay. Even on the bigger channels, They don't do as big as the yard sale videos, but they do okay. So I could do that technically, and it probably grow to pay for itself. But I would have way too much stuff, and I've already got way too much stuff. So I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So it's trying to find, with what I already have, with what I've already built. And me talking kind of helps me brainstorm. So what I've already built. I've already built this. I've got this 21 years built. So how can I use that to find that outside reseller market who will be viewers? That's the hard part I've been trying to figure out and work on. Obviously, videos like this don't get those. These are for people who are probably listing right now with me in the background, right? So trying to find that niche has not been easy. But if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it, right? So I'm trying to create something that's not there, and it might not be possible. That's the bottom line. But thankfully, since I don't rely on YouTube, I have the time to experiment, to see if there's something I'm missing or something new that can do that. And that's why I've been trying to, which I haven't in a while, but trying to incorporate and look at other areas on YouTube, whether that be businesses or economics or things like that, and trying to cross over somehow like that, or use the ideas used in something else and apply them here. And I know this is probably just boring talk for most of you, but that's what it is today. That's why my channel is called My Boring Reseller Life. Because it's not all exciting parties, big flips, like polished YouTube videos, right? My video is reality. Reality. Well, there's an angle. The reality of business, the reality of YouTube. It's not all about the glitz and the glam of the high dollar flip or the bolo every time and make it appear that you make millions of dollars because you found, 3 great items a week or something like that. So I don't know. I'm trying not to go that route. Well, I'm not going to go that route, basically. I could, but I'm not going to. That's an easy formula. But it's also just that. It's a formula. It's a formula first. I'm trying to find the formula secondhand, if you will. Trying to find the formula that's based off the reality, as opposed to creating a false reality for the content. I think that makes sense. That being said, that is it. That is all. We are to the finish line finally. Thanks for listening to me, if you're still around. I appreciate it. Probably got maybe 2 people still listening to me. So I thank you. Who watched till the end. Create a scan form. Create a scan form. Create a scan form today. Alrighty. So we got 11 international items that sold since I did a printout yesterday morning. So that is bonus. That's what I need daily. When I don't have that, that's when things really seem like they're off. And not just necessarily 11, but even 4 or 5. When I only have 0 or 1, that's when you're like, wait a minute, what? So to have 11 is nice. So yeah, sorry if you didn't get no information out of this video, but like I stated at the beginning of my pulling video, I wasn't even going to make videos today. I was just going to just stay in my own head. So you've got to kind of see inside of my head, I guess, today, as opposed to really getting in. Maybe you found something in this video that is helpful to you, hopefully, but if not, sorry. You got to see inside my head and how it works, thinking about, I guess, YouTube and growing YouTube. So take it for what it is, which is probably not much. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody for being my therapist today and listening to my head. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.